¿Es Donald Trump el villano malvado que afirman sus críticos o el héroe en el que creen sus seguidores? En este video hablaré un inglés claro y fácil mientras echamos un vistazo objeto a la vida, los logros y las controversias de Donald Trump, para que cada uno de nosotros podamos decidir quién realmente es Donald Trump y al mismo tiempo trabajar en nuestra listening en inglés. Empecemos. Hi guys, I am Kyle. Welcome to Pensando Inglés, my channel where I help Spanish speakers like you to understand native English speakers like me. And today we are going to explore the life, the achievements, and the controversies of who is probably the most famous and infamous person alive today, Donald Trump. So guys, the truth is that there is a ton of content on the internet telling us that Donald Trump is an evil, horrible person, or that he is a hero who is trying to save his country from the people who want to destroy it. But we are going to look at the facts without opinions so that all of us can choose for ourselves who really is Donald Trump. Let's start at the beginning. Donald Trump was born in 1946 in Queens, New York. He was born into a wealthy family, and at the time of his father, Fred Trump's death, he had an estimated fortune of $300 million. He earned this fortune in the business of real estate. A lot of Trump's supporters, and Trump himself, like to view him as a self-made billionaire. But can you truly claim to be self-made if your father was a very wealthy man? In an interview, Donald Trump even stated that his father helped him get started in his real estate career with a small loan of $1 million. Now, I would like to make it clear, I think it is a parent's responsibility to help our children succeed if we can, but I do not think that most of our parents are able to give us a small loan of $1 million. So, is he self-made? I do not think so, but that does not necessarily make him good or bad. His father said that he was a difficult child, so at the age of 13, they sent him to a military academy. A military academy is basically a high school, but with much more discipline and funny-looking clothes. In high school, he played football and baseball, and in an interview, he claimed that he could have been a professional baseball player. And his high school baseball coach later came out and said that it was true, that he was actually a great player and athlete. So he was not lying about that, even though he does have a reputation of exaggerating things. After his time at the military academy, he would go on to earn a bachelor's degree in economics from Wharton School of Finance, which by the way is considered to be a great business school. Now, Trump also claims to be a genius, but he has never made his grades in school public. So we can only judge his intelligence based off of the success that he has had in his life, and to be fair, he has had a lot of it. Now, Trump's father, his real estate career focused on apartment buildings and low-rent housing, but his son wanted bigger things. He decided that he wanted to build skyscrapers, or the huge buildings that we see in big cities around the world. One of his most well-known projects is Trump Tower in New York City. He's been involved in several other business ventures, such as hotels and casinos, and though all of his casinos have closed down and are considered to be failures, he still has luxury hotels in Chicago, New York, and Las Vegas. He has written many books, but it is well known that he used ghostwriters. A ghostwriter is somebody who you tell your ideas to and they write the book. He later found huge success on television. He hosted a very popular show called The Apprentice for 14 seasons. He used this show, where contestants would compete in business challenges, to promote his image as a successful and charismatic businessman. And when a contestant would lose, he would tell them that they had to leave with his famous catchphrase, "You're fired." And though in his business career he has had ups and downs, before his political career he was very popular in the United States. He was loved and idolized by the public and by other celebrities. So, why did people turn on him? Why did so many people start to hate him after he said he would run for president? Well, if you ask one of his supporters, they will say it is because the fake news media tells lies about him because they don't want him to succeed and make the country great again. But if you ask one of his critics, they will say that it's because many of his policies are racist, homophobic, that he himself is a sexist, and basically just a horrible person. So, let's get down to the facts. What did he even say that he would do if he won the presidency? One of his biggest promises was that he would build a great wall on the Mexican-United States border and that he would make Mexico pay for it. He promised to cut and lower taxes, and he promised to ban travel from majority Muslim countries that were known to have terrorist regimes. He also said that he would create 25 million new jobs for American citizens. So guys, do you think that these promises sound good and sound like a president who is fighting for his people? Or do you agree with his critics that his policies are sometimes racist and cruel? And those were only his promises for his first term as president. Now that he has won the presidency for a second time, he is already facing all kinds of new controversies, one of which is immigration. This is perhaps the most controversial topic in the United States right now, and Donald Trump is right in the middle of it. Many people are scared that he is going to have ICE agents going into schools and churches, ripping immigrants out of their homes and sending them back to their countries in handcuffs, while at the same time, many other United States citizens are very happy that somebody is finally doing something about the millions of people who broke the country's law and entered illegally. So, my friends, he is a man who has made billions of dollars. He has been a celebrity on television and in newspapers for decades, and he is perhaps at the same time the most loved and the most hated man in the country. So I ask you, tell me in the comments below, do you think that Donald Trump is a superhero fighting for freedom and good people all around the world? Or is he an evil dictator who wants to push an agenda of hate and destroy decency? I look forward to reading your comments. Como siempre, mis amigos queridos, muchísimas gracias por ver. Nos vemos pronto.